Okay, let's see. Chris just did a quick walkthrough of this deck, and we ended up. I bought one. He bought one. He bought one for me. I bought one for him. Oh, the irony. Anyways, this has really gotten me thinking about these archetypes and personal archetypes. Archetypes for our own archetypes. I mean, there's the Jungian archetypes, which I'm not sure what they are, but there's also personal ones. He talks about that in this book about developing your own archetypes. Now, this is a beautiful deck. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Beautiful, interesting to read and beautifully done. Now, I'm going to show you his archetypes very quickly, and he explains what they are. And then I'm going to show you something that I thought of. I just went for a walk, and, well, this isn't working too well. Is it stuck in here? Is that, oh, that's that. So I'm just going to show you the archetypes. They're kind of mixed up. They're not in order, but I don't think it matters. You get two to collage on if you want to make your own. Well, he encourages you to make your own. So we'll just go through them real fast. Not everyone watches Chris's channel, and not a lot of my people don't watch his channel. So I just want to show you this really fast. Nick Bantuck is the one that wrote Sabine and Griffin, the series. So he's an artist by training, and then he became a writer as he got older. So beautiful cards. This is put out by Llewellyn. Awakener, Midwife. These are not oracle cards. He makes a point of that. These are archetypes. These are things you call upon when you're in difficult times or when you're in happy times. It's, in other words, your inner resources. This is what your inner, and these are his inner resources. And some of them would be common to all of us, maybe not the picture, but in some way or other. Star Climber, Warrior, Angel, Healer, Heriath, I'm not sure what that is, Hypocrite, the Wolf, Siren, the Jester, the Demon, the Reflector, the Dreamer, the Duende, the Alchemist. This is the first card. It's all done alphabetical, so the book you can find what their meanings are in the book. And he also has allegories or stories with each one of them. Magician, Anima Animus, Mooncat, Eccentric, Falcon, Fatalist, Grace, Mobius, Wanderer, the Green Man, the Observer. That's on the cover. That's cool. They're all wonderful pictures. The Strategist, the Survivor, the Metamorph. Put that aside. The Illuminator, the Trickster, the Innocent, the Inventor, the Poet, the Intimate, the Sage, the Arbiter. What a gorgeous picture that is. The Shadow Diver. Chris read about this one. It's really interesting. And the Lion. Now these are out of order. They're usually alphabetical. So that's the deck. Now I have meditated for many years. Over the years I've meditated. Sometimes I'm into it. Sometimes I fall out of it. But I was telling Chris about I do have a metamorph, and that's when it's half of one thing and half of another. And this metaphor, I have a metaphor in my arsenal of sparse archetypes, and that's a squirrel with a Robert De Niro head. And I was telling Chris about how that has, how I came up with that. It came to me actually, and how it has helped me in my life. And it's about facing fears. And for me, it's a squirrel with a Robert De Niro head. You can't explain these things. These are just archetypes, you know. But that's the same archetype as he picked. So the thing is, so I was walking today, and I had an idea. He has exercises in his book to come up with your own archetypes that you can use, that you can have at your disposal during your life and in the real world. And because of my experience with my squirrel, I definitely felt like it has definitely improved my life, that squirrel. Looks like hair, but that's a pencil mark. So I was in the barn, and I was, he has some exercises to develop your own archetypes, and I think I'm going to do it in collaging. But then I started looking around the barn and thinking about objects, and either how they could be an archetype for me, or how they could help me with whatever I need help with, which then may lead me to developing the archetype. So I'm going to show you what I have. The first one. The first one I saw when I was walking in the barn was this one. This young lady here. This is obviously a rag doll. A rag doll right here. I don't know if you see that. I know she fits in this way. Rag doll. And when I was walking around the barn, I say I need something for creativity. I need a creative archetype. And my eyes fell on her, and I said, oh my God, this is her. You know, with these funny little pants she wears on, and a great smile on her face, and love. And that just screams creativity to me. So there's my creative archetype. Now, I'm not sure if she'll stay that way, but this is at least opening the door. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a picture of her. And he suggests working in black and white to start out with. So I'm going to take a picture of her and make some copies. She's going to be shrunk down to size. And I'm going to use her in some of my collages. So that'll be fun. So that's my creative archetype, possibly. Quite dirty from the barn. Then I have, these are my prayer beads I made a long time ago, my meditation beads. And I love this necklace, or not necklace, it's just prayer beads that I made. And this signifies meditation, but maybe it's reflection. I don't know, I'm not sure, but when I was thinking about objects that could either lead me to my archetype or be my archetype, because they can be objects as well, I thought of this. So this is my reflective, or my learning archetype. I'm not sure, but it's definitely in the mix. Okay, so at first I didn't know what kind of archetypes I needed, and now I got all kinds of archetypes. This one that was found in my yard, and I don't know if Chris found it or someone else found it and gave it to me. It's very weathered and broken. It's a wooden piece, and I don't know, it was in my yard when someone was digging it up or doing mowing or something. I don't know, but it came into my house somehow, and it was from my yard outside here, the other house that I have. And I thought of this when I was walking. I said, oh, this is resilience. This is my resilience archetype. Or maybe it will lead me to my resilience archetype. So that's that. And then one last one I'm going to use. And this is a picture I did a long time ago. And I can't remember the woman's name. I wrote it down here. It's in here, I think. This is a mixed media piece that I did quite a while ago. No, this is not it. This is no good. The picture of the woman here is the woman, one of the women that died in that fire in New York City, where all the women died at the turn of the century. They were in the textile factory, and the whole thing burned down, and all these women died that were mostly immigrants. And there's a picture of one of the ladies, one of the young girls. She had come to the United States, I don't know, a few days before. She found a job right away because, you know, they weren't even paid, essentially, or what they were paid. I don't know what they were paid. And she was only in the country for a few days, and she died in the fire. And I just thought I don't know what that is. It could be ancestor, or it could be an ancestor archetype, or it could be a grief. I'm thinking some kind of working through grief or sadness kind of archetype that would work through it maybe. But I am going to use her, I think, in some kind of way in my stories, in my collages. I look at this collage now, it's so underdeveloped, but it is still, the colors are very nice. So this is what I have for potential archetypes, or if not archetypes themselves, that will lead me to my archetypes. So I'm really excited about this. Now, the plan is to involve this with my art. In other words, I'm going to take photographs of these and cut them up and put them in collages. And then consider, what I want to use them for is like the theme of the collage. So when I'm done, I'll have a beautiful deck like this, just like his. Now, it won't be like his, obviously, because it's a different kind of story. But I mean, do something that's a collage. I mean, his are all collages, so that'd be cool. So that's my current thinking about my next project. I finished up If Flowers Were Cake, and that's available now on Amazon. I'll put a link below if people are interested in buying the book. It comes in ebook and paperback, and I'm trying to get it in hardcover, but I don't know. I'm having problems with that. So I don't know. This thing here has been really interesting. This is really interesting, and he's very much. I mean, he doesn't say, he goes, "This is not. You don't ask questions. It's not about asking questions. It's not about knowing about the future. It's about self-discovery more than anything else, and discovering your own archetypes that you can then use in your everyday life." I don't know, I think it's really interesting, and I'm quite taken by it, and I hope to do some collages. And the collages that I'm going to be doing now in the future, because I finished the book, the one book, is I'm going to do them online. I do believe I'll work with them online and, kind of give you my thoughts about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, whatever. So that is that. I'm trying to bring all this stuff together. I hope you found this interesting. I think it's interesting, but we'll see how long it lasts. But I'm excited about this. Okay, have a great day.